Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, wherever you're watching from. Hello, I'm Raina, staff writer and video host for JapanGuide.com. Some of you might already recognize me from the other videos on this channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Japan Guide YouTube channel. And thanks for joining us on our very first live stream. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. And we thought that doing a live stream is a good idea since the borders are closed to tourists and it is currently not possible to visit Japan. But before I carry on further, I just want to check that everybody can hear me well and that the sound's working. It's all good? Yeah? And I hope we don't have any technical difficulties during the stream, but if we do, I apologize in advance. Sorry. Okay, hi. There's lots of people on the chat. It's like super nice. If you have just joined us, hi and welcome to the Japan Guide channel and our very first live stream. Yes, nice to know that. Thanks for letting me know that the video and the stream's working perfect. We're gonna keep going. So today I'm gonna take you on a virtual visit through the famous Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, which is known for its numerous vermilion torii gates. I'm sure you guys would have seen the pictures, social media, online. It's really pretty. We'll be following the typical walking route, and along the way, I'll be sharing some of my observations as well as some information that might be useful for the next time you visit. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions about the video, the channel, the website, or travel in Japan in general, enter it into the chat on the right, and I'll try to get to as many as I can at the end of the video. Nice to see like you guys are all from like so many places. All right. Wow, it's so awesome. Okay, all right, let's get started. The first main structure at this entrance is the Roennlund Gate, which is about 430 years old. It is common practice at a shrine to bow before crossing under a torii gate or a gate like the Roennlund here. Crossing the Roennlund gate brings us to the outer offering hall at Fushimi Inari Shrine, and one of my favorite structures for its simple and understated design and decorations. If you listen carefully, you can hear the bells ringing in the wind. That's the inner offering hall where visitors pay their respects to Inari Okami, the Shinto deity of rice and farming, which is like praying for prosperity and business successes. Here's how to pray at a shrine. First, throw your offering into the coin box, bow deeply twice, clap twice, and finally bow deeply once. Many say their prayers or offer their thanks between the last clap and the last bow. The building with the brown thatched roof is the main hall where the deities are enshrined and out of bounds to the public. This main hall is also the oldest structure on the grounds. Here is a real-time demonstration of how to pay your respects at a shrine. Remember, it's 2 bows, 2 claps, and 1 bow. These are like warm-up stairs to prepare you for the walk up to the 233-meter tall Mount Inari, where I'm headed. If you're wondering where those famous vermilion torii gates are, they're coming up in just a bit. Senbon Torii, which literally means 1,000 torii, is what the famous stretch of torii gates is called. I know I mentioned earlier that it's common practice at a shrine to bow before crossing under a torii gate, but that's impossible to do at the Senbon Torii, which starts from here. This is the Okunoen area, and that's the Okusha or inner shrine building in red behind. Some of these drawings are so cute, but mine never look so cute. And this is where the hike up to the top of Mount Inari really starts. It takes about 2 to 3 hours return. One thing to note, you're always looking at the front of the torii gates on the way up to the mountaintop. The front is always smooth and completely vermilion. imagine it would be quite therapeutic to come here in the early morning for a walk when it's all quiet, surrounded by trees and torii gates. A break between torii gates is always interesting. Let's see what's here. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get to this area from the Okunoen area. Most people do a U-turn around here, but not me, not today. I wouldn't mind tea here on the way back down. If you're wondering why there's so many torii on the shrine grounds, well, they're kind of like receipts for donations, which anyone can give. Prices start at around 400,000 yen or $4,000 for the shorter torii, and around 1.5 million yen or about $15,000 for the bigger ones. This is the first of two lookouts over Kyoto City. And coming up next is the second and higher lookout over the city. Let's look at the view. This is the Yotsuji four-way intersection. It is a loop from here to the top of the mountain, which takes about 40 to 50 minutes. So I read that there are about 10,000 torii gates on the Fushimi Inari Shrine grounds. Was anybody counting since we started? I really appreciate the smaller shrines along the way that help break the climb to the top. Some of the torii gates have rice tied to them. I wonder if it's because the shrine is dedicated to the deity of rice and harvest. More shrines and stone torii gates. You know, they kind of all look the same after a while. Well, we're almost at the top now, and this is the shrine at the top of the 233-meter tall Mount Inari. Now that we're walking away from the mountaintop, did you notice anything different about the torii gates? That's right! You can now see the name or the business name of the donors as well as the date, which I painted on the back. The torii gates after the top are not quite as packed together like on the way up, which I kind of prefer because I think it's a nicer shrine-nature balance. This area here, it's one of my favorite places on the mountain. It's so atmospheric and so calming. You probably already noticed that there are lots of fox statues here, and these fox statues are the messengers of Inari, the enshrined deity. And these two over here, they're the icons of an Inari shrine, foxes and torii gates. And just like that, I'm back at the Yotsuji intersection. From here, the way back down to the bottom is more or less the same as the way back up. Maybe it's just me, but the black paint on the back of the torii gates really stands out, and I feel like it gets more striking the more I look at it. And I'm back at the Senbon Torii gates once more. Well, that was our virtual visit to the Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. How did you like it? If you have any questions about the video or the channel in general, feel free to ask in the chat, and I'm just gonna check out some of your questions really quickly right now. First things first. Somebody asked, when was this recorded? As you can see in the video, there wasn't a lot of people and everybody was wearing masks. We filmed this in late March, if I remember correctly. I think late March, during the cherry blossom season. So I think in the beginning of the video, you could see like some cherry trees, but just for, I guess it's kind of interesting. Fushimi Inari is not a super cherry blossom viewing spot. There were a few trees in the main shrine area, but not many, but still pretty. Next question. Oh, thank you for your nice comments. Some of you have said that this live stream is a great idea, or thanks for doing this. We thought that it would be a great idea, and we really wanted to bring like some bits of sightseeing in Japan to all of you guys too. Oh, Christina asked, are there any good books out there that show pictures and go through the history of culture and shrines? We do have a couple of books. One of them is this one. As you can see, can you see it? It's Shinto, the Kami Way. It's an introduction to Shinto, as well as this one, Shinto Shrines. It's a guide to the sacred sites in Japan's ancient religion. There are not a lot of pictures in the books. As you can see, they're mostly words. So there's some pictures, but mostly words in the book. So if you're looking for more pictorial things, maybe this one has more pictures. Shinto shrines, this one has more pictures. Okay, next. Armando asks, how long does it take to walk to the top and back? It takes about an average person 2 to 3 hours to walk from the bottom to the top. It's uphill all the way, so if you have trouble walking or if you have like issues with stairs, might take you a bit longer. Or if you're not too fit, it took me a while because it was mostly uphill. The more fit ones and the ones who are, you know, younger, I guess, can probably, you know, go up and down in like an hour. I think the average person, it takes like 2 to 3 hours. Next, Louisa asks, is it possible to see the sunrise there, and what time does it open? The shrine is open 24 hours. Like, there are no gates blocking the entrance or anything, so you could go there anytime. One of the other commenters on the chat actually said that they went there at night. Yeah, it's possible to visit it 24 hours. If you're going at night, bring a light. I don't think there are lots of lights on the top of the mountain. Also, is it possible to see the sunrise? I don't think so, because the sunrise happens on the other side of the mountain, but you could see the sunset or parts of it. Actually, no, I did see the sunset in the middle of the video. I did see the sun setting, and at the end it was kind of dark, so that was also really nice. But the shrine is open 24 hours and you can just visit anytime you want. Next, what is the best time to visit to avoid the crowd? Early morning or late afternoon? In the video, when I was leaving at around like late afternoonish, after like sunset-ish, the shrine was pretty empty. But in the middle of the day, that's when it's most crowded. If you really want to avoid all the crowds, you could go just after sunrise. You probably get like 1 or 2 people, but you pretty much have the whole mountain to yourself. Next would be, are there any recommended refreshments to grab at the intersection or any of the rest stops? There are a few shops and vending machines, as somebody else mentioned in the comments in the chat. You could stop by, like, you could buy some snacks, vending machine. There are also toilets along the way, but there are not many toilets. I think there are more shops than toilets. So if you are looking to get some food, you can buy them from the shops along the way. I think where you see the shrines, there are also some souvenir shops there. And the nicer restaurants are around the entrance. It's near the bottom of the shrine. Next, is it easy? David asks, is it easy to ride bikes from Kyoto station to Fushimi Inari, and how long will it take? It's not too difficult. It takes about, I guess if you're a good cyclist, like 10 minutes, or it's about 3 kilometers. So it takes about like 10 minutes, but it's also easily accessible by train from Kyoto station. I think the Fushimi station stops right in front of the shrine, and from the exit of the station it's just across the road, so that's equally easy as well. Next, what other places would complement a day tour visiting Fushimi? That's a really good question. Depending on how early you start your day, I guess. Tofukuji is along the way, and if you are planning to climb all the way up to Mount Inari, you want to put like 2 to 3 hours for that. So getting there from Kyoto, 2 to 3 hours, and after that you could go to Tofukuji, which is along the way. I think it's the next stop or the stop before it. And if you want to go even further, you could go to Uji or Nara, or the Fushimi Sake district, which are all like further down the train line. Those are also pretty close. Tofukuji is that temple which is really known for its autumn colors. We have covered it a bunch of times in our autumn color reports, and I think if you look on our website, you should be able to see pictures of it as well. Oh, that's a good question. When is the best time to visit Kyoto during the year, in the year? Personally, I think Kyoto's great any time of the year. I think winter, it's not as crowded in winter. Summer is nice, but summer gets like really hot in Kyoto during the summer. Winter is nice. Cherry blossom season, sakura season in Kyoto. That's also really, really nice. Some of my favorite sakura spots are in Kyoto. Autumn color season is also really nice in Kyoto. Yeah, all year really. But if you're looking to avoid the crowds, I would say winter. Winter's it would be the best time. Not crowded, it's slightly cold, but you know, you can always wear more jackets. Yeah. Next. Ooh, I see now that we have about a lot of viewers, like about 180-ish. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching our first live stream. It kind of feels like really encouraging. Okay, and it was also really nice. I was actually monitoring the chat when we're doing the video, and I could see like you guys like replying to each other, and you know, those who have visited Fushimi Inari, you guys are awesome for helping me answer some of the questions. And it was also really nice that those who have visited before and you're also kind of refreshing your memory of the Fushimi Inari Shrine. Hope that this video brought back really nice memories, and for those who haven't been, makes you want to come. Let's see. Alright, that's all the time we have for the live stream today. Now this live stream will be published on the channel with the same link, I think, and you can watch it again at your own leisure. If you're new to Japan Guide or new to the YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos about Japan. Looking forward to seeing you in the next live stream. Mata ne!